Hushed voices, scraping a bamboo whisk, a bow, a nod, and a handed around a pot of steaming matcha. The subtle sounds in the room are amplified by the formality of any moment. You can hear people holding their breath very quietly, which adds to the feeling that something very important is happening. This is totally a tea ceremony, the last moment of Japanese hospitality. Japanese Tea Festival is an artistic pastime unique to Japan that involves serving and drinking powdered Japanese green tea called matcha. Although Japanese green tea was introduced to Japan from China in the 8th century, matcha powdered green tea did not reach Japan until the end of the 12th century. The practice of holding social gatherings for matcha drinking has spread among the upper class since the 14th century. One of the main objectives of these meetings, which were held regularly in the shoin or study room, was to evaluate Chinese paintings and crafts in a calm atmosphere. Anyone who has attended or participated in the Japanese tea ceremony only once will realize that serving Japanese tea is an art and a spiritual discipline. As an art, the tea party is an opportunity to appreciate the simplicity of the design of the tea room, the feeling of chawan in the hand, the company of friends, and simply the moment of purity. The purpose of the Japanese Tea Festival is to create light communication between the host and his guests. It is partly based on a tea theme but coexists in harmonious relationships with the festival in architecture, landscape gardens, unique tea equipment, paintings, floral arrangements, pottery, calligraphy, Zen Buddhism, and all other elements. Its ultimate goal is to gain deep spiritual satisfaction by drinking tea and contemplating silently. On a different level, the Japanese Tea Festival is entertaining and guests are invited to drink tea in a pleasant and relaxing room. The bond of friendship between the host and the guests is strengthened when the host makes and serves tea himself during the ceremony. The person conducting the tea party for the ritual preparation needs to know how to cook a special meal, the flowers placed in an alcove. When selecting utensils and other vessels, the host should consider the rank and type to ensure that they will stand out. Japanese Tea Festival has a philosophy. This includes wa, kei, sei, and jaku. Wa means harmony. Since there is harmony in nature, the teishu will try to bring this quality to the tea room and the garden around the tea house. The equipment used at the tea ceremony is compatible with each other, so the theme is the same color and shade. The tea garden should be an extension of the natural vegetation around it. K stands for respect. Guests should respect everything, all matters, regardless of their status or life situation. They have to crawl through a small door called Niriji Guchi to enter the room. In the room, they all kneel and bow down to the scroll and sit next to each other in the seisa position on the tatami. During the haiken, respect is shown by the careful handling and observation of the teapot and other objects. Sei means purity. Crawling into the tea room means giving up all thoughts and worries of everyday life. Tea room or cha shitsu is a different world where one can rejuvenate, slow down, and enjoy the arrival of friends. The ritual cleansing of chawan, natsume, chaskashu, and kinsui led by the host enhances the gesture of purity. The real Grand Master of tea celebrates Japanese tea with a pure heart but not in memory. Jaku stands for tranquility. Only after discovering the first three concepts, the harmony, respect, and purity, experience and embrace can people attain serenity. This was the teaching of Master Sen no Rikyu of the Japanese tea ceremony. Unlike Western homes, the tea house is not a large museum with collectibles, but only the essentials needed for a unique meeting with teishu or the host. There is only one hanging scroll in the Shashitsu's alcove. There is no furniture. There could be a simple tana to display tea utensils. The only sound is the boiling water in the kama, the smell of incense from the fire, just one flower or branch in the hanaire. The conversation is kept to the appliances and other equipments in the tea room.